entitled, disastrous people getting together. Baby, what? Hey, what is up, society? It is your favorite wannabe influencer and Sovereign Koi, and welcome back to another Reddit story video. I know that you read that title, so I know that y'all excited to get into it just as much as I am. But before I do, why in the world do I have 1,400 subscribers, but I have 1,900 returning viewers? What you doing, baby? Hello, 500 of y'all already love me, so go ahead and hit that button. What you doing, baby? Join the society, okay? But yeah, let's get right into this video because I don't want to hold y'all on for any longer, but go ahead and hit that subscribe once again. Let go. First story. Didn't last a full hour in court. Now, I pulled this from the Fuck HOA subreddit because I wanted to get into like stories like this because, baby, these HOAs, I don't understand why they even exist. But to be honest, I know that they're meant to like do like community stuff and everything like that. But like these HOAs is getting out of control. So I saw this and I was like, let me go ahead and give it a little read. So let's just get right into it. I just took the HOA to court. My property doesn't sit within the HOA. I have 3 acres behind my house I use for running a lumber and firewood business. 4 months ago, they came and cut the lines on the equipment and threw salt in my log splinter and bandsaws. Oh, vandalism. Oh, y'all just think that y'all Batman. Yeah, get this paperwork. Sorry. They also have stolen multiple chainsaws, leaving a note saying that HOA bans the use of forestry equipment. Baby, who do you think you are? It's okay. Let's get into it. Today, we got paid. Period. Clap it up. My lawyer turned to me and said, now about those criminal charges. See you next week. Now about those criminal charges. Come on, stack them up. Because what is y'all doing? How is you going into other people's property, onto other people's land, touching stuff, meddling with stuff, vandalizing stuff, and you're not checking your records to make sure they even part of your community? Yeah, somebody got fired, okay? See you next week. The lawyer is my sister-in-law. Aha, not family, come on. This HOA has damaged over $120,000 in equipment and another $50,000 in vehicle and property damage to my house and fence. Well, honestly, I'm not really surprised by that because you said that you deal with lumber and firewood. That's a lot of machinery. Continuing, we have the president and his lackey board member on video multiple times destroying our equipment and our stuff. Baby, not the president. You the president and you still don't know that these people are not part of your HOA? Okay, fuck the HOA, period. I work hard for my shit. Hello. Take your fascist bullshit back to 1940s Germany. Total court time was 15 minutes long to show the city man and the HOA layout and explain. Wow. It took y'all 15 minutes in court just to show the fucking blueprints or whatever, to show where their layouts are. And you telling me y'all couldn't do that and you the president? Okay. Best part is my neighbors want to form an HOA and trying to get everyone to sign up. And I'm like, nope. Duh, why would I want to do that? So y'all can tell me how to be, what to do with my shit. No. I have no idea how the city will let them do that. Honestly, I've never been able to understand HOAs. Like, I truly don't. Like, I get it. You want to have something that's kind of like creating like a structure to make sure that we're not having certain things in the community that's going to like be damaging, or like making sure that people are not doing nothing crazy to the neighborhood that's going to affect everybody else. I get that to a certain extent. I get HOAs when it comes out of condos as well. So, everybody's pitching in for like the common area community stuff, like everything like that, right? I get that. But it's like there should be a limit to them. It is no limit to these HOAs these days. Like, these people are really able to do whatever they want. Like, literally taking people's houses. I have heard of some of the most craziest freaking HOA stories where like people have gotten kicked out of their house, like the HOA takes their deed, all this stuff. And like, I don't understand how this community has this much power. Like, you should not be able to tell me, somebody who paid my hard-earned money, who I'm paying the mortgage on, person, about my property, about what I can and cannot do with my property. Like, you sound crazy. No. So I'm glad you were able to take their ass to court. Like, the fact that you went out of your way to start damaging stuff. If you really had a problem, your dumb ass should have literally just called the cops. If it was really that big of a deal and you knew that you was in the right, you should call the cops. So you know what I think? I think that they were trying to spook you into believing that you were part of an HOA so you would stop doing what they don't like, rather than them actually thinking logically and legally that they actually have jurisdiction over there. Because how, as a HOA, if you have the documentation, if you have the paperwork to back it up, why wouldn't you just call the proper authority? Interesting. Good for you for taking them to court because, baby, they need to be stopped. Okay, we need to reevaluate these HOAs. Moving on. I let him cheat so I can watch him fail. This is from the Petty Revenge subreddit, y'all. I'm interested in this, baby. I love me a little pettiness, a little revenge, honey. Call me Petty LaBelle. Let's get into it. This was years ago, but it still brings a smile to my face at times. Back in school, a handful of students, including myself, missed a major test due to extracurriculars. The teacher already arranged for us to take the test in the back of the room during regular class session. There was this guy, let's call him Eric, who was the typical F-boy, who behaved like he was all that in a bag of chips. Baby, you ain't a bag of nothing. You ain't no snickety snack, okay? You ain't no motherfucking thing, anything, baby. No drink, no nothing. But continuing. Rude, obnoxious, and didn't once talk to me until that hour in the testing room. It's always the damn bullies who be literally failing in class, and then the moment that they need you, now all of a sudden they best buddy all nice and kind. Nuh-uh, take your crumpet ass over there. Thank you. Back in school, I was mostly quiet. If RBF was a thing back then, I would have been the poster child for it. I was known to be a bit nerdy, so it wasn't a surprise when he sat right next to me, chatting it up. Baby, ignore, block. He went on to tell me how I looked like I could be a Victoria's Secret model, and I was the prettiest girl in school, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Victoria's Secret model my motherfucking ass. He then asked if he could copy my answers. Dang, take a girl to dinner first. Whatever. I smiled and said, sure, give me a few minutes, and I'll show you my answer sheet. He grinned and twirled around in his seat. Girl, you didn't do that. You didn't do what I think you did. Oh, Lord. He grinned and twirled around in his seat, fidgeting with his pencil, making absolutely no effort in taking the test. Of course not. He's trying to buck off you. I look up and whisper, done. Hurry up and copy. With no hesitation, he hurriedly copied my work. I told him to walk away first so it wouldn't be suspicious. He did. As he was leaving, he did a weird salute and laughed at the other students taking the exam. As soon as the door shut, I erased the answers I gave him and filled in the correct answers. I turned my work in shortly after. The teacher said that she would take a week to grade them. During that week, Eric didn't say hi to me at all. When he did look in my direction, he would elbow to his friend and laugh at me. I couldn't wait till he got his results. The day finally came. The teacher handed us back our graded test, and the way that he stood up, shocked, shouting an F, and ran over to me to see my A+ grade was chef's kiss. He definitely stopped laughing after that. Period. Come on. Because, baby, what do you mean? Like, my question is, what makes you think that you could be an asshole to people your whole time encountering anyone, interacting with anyone, being an asshole the whole time, and then thinking that somebody's going to want to help you? Like, I would get it if you had like a fear thing going on, like if you were scary. I would get why people would want to like do stuff for you if you were scary. But if you're not scary, if you're just an asshole and nobody is afraid of you, why would you think that somebody would go out of their way to help you? Like, that's a new level of like full-blown entitlement, full-blown just not even thinking straight. Like, how do you really think that? That's like slapping somebody in the face and asking them to give you $20 because you ain't got no money. And them giving it to you. You expecting them to give it to you. Like, bitch, fuck you. No. And like, I wonder how old y'all was, because you said, like, I think you said high school or something like that. But I wonder how old y'all was, because that is so freaking crazy. Like, truly, you really expected her to give you the answers to her test when you're a dick to literally everyone. Baby, the entitlement is through the roof. He's probably like so used to getting his way. He probably is like so used to getting his way. He thinks he's all that. He thinks he's going to get anything he wants. That's probably how that happened. Interesting. But good for you, LP. That is such some solid petty revenge. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love that. Like, I had to learn in high school to stop letting people copy off me too, because I was like a studious kid. I wasn't like the teacher's pet, but I definitely was like a really smart kid. And so I used to let people like cheat off my test, but then I stopped doing that when one time, like, people don't know how to cheat. Like, that's the problem. I hate when people don't know how to cheat. Like, I let this one girl, we was in Spanish class together, and I was really good at Spanish. We was in Spanish class together, and she literally like copied my answer word from word. I'm like, girl, you can't figure out a little something, put a little messed up word here, or improper spelling there, so it'll look our same stuff. But literally, I stopped letting people cheat off me because she copied my stuff word from word, and my freaking teacher was just like, I'm not saying that you don't know how to do the work, the girl, but he was like, but I know that this is your work. I know that she copied off you because she literally even copied your exact same mistakes. Like, how did she copy your exact same mistakes and everything? So after that, he made us redo it. He made us redo the entire test, like not test, the whole new like paperwork or whatever. He made us redo it, and I was like, I'm gonna put the same answers I did before because like my stuff was like really minor. It was like really minor stuff that I needed to fix, like a comma here, grammar there, or something like that. And so he was like, I know you're gonna put the exact same answers. I know that it's gonna be an A for you, but you still have to redo it because I have to give you an F for this because you let her copy off you. And I was just like, ugh. So after that, I stopped doing that. So y'all don't let people copy off you, okay? Make them do the fucking work, okay? Make them do it. Make them get into it or make them do something. Because 9 times out of 10, the people who don't do like the work or don't know what they're doing, they usually just pissed off to the last minute and now they're asking you to help them. When baby, you should have been getting prepared for the first place. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Good for you, LP, baby. I'm proud of you. Yeah. Mini class. Yeah. Moving on. My brother ruined my wedding by proposing, so I ruined his proposal. Come on. I, 35 male, have a young brother, Todd, 29 male, who had a complicated birth and had to stay a month in ICU. And because of this, my parents have always doted on him and almost denied him nothing, even if it was to the detriment of my sister Abby, 32 female, and I. My brother drinks in all the attention, and as more than one occasion, made himself the center of attention at either my sister's, or my cousin's special event. I hate when parents do this. Like, okay, he didn't die. Luckily, he's alive. Okay, that does not mean that you need to make him special his entire fucking life. What do you mean? Because of this, Abby and I have a strained relationship with Todd and our parents. Unfortunately, Todd met and fell in love with Lucy, 24 female, who announced her own pregnancy at a baby shower my mom held for Abby. Two entitled, disastrous people getting together. Baby, what? Who does that? Who announces their pregnancy? Okay. I'm getting mad. When I proposed to my wife, Michelle, 30 female, I just wanted to elope, but she really wanted her family to be there. So I invited my family out of obligation. While out, my best man, Jim, 35 male, noticed the receipt from a jewelry store slip out of Todd's pocket. Jim confronted Todd about this, which led to an argument. Jim told me everything and told Todd that he was no longer going to be a groomsman because I knew he was going to propose at my wedding. Todd cried to our parents, which led to a blowout. Baby, then y'all all not invited. You want to act the fool? No. Go ahead, stay your ass out of it. Let's stop doing this. Okay, let's stop doing this. We can't choose our relatives, but we could choose our family. What is you doing? In my parents' eyes, since Todd never admitted he was going to propose to Lucy at my wedding, I was unfairly judging him. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. I assume. It's my wedding. I can assume all I want to. It's mine. I refused and brought up Todd's past behavior. My parents couldn't refute this and got Todd to agree to not do anything at my wedding. Okay, so at least they didn't try to breeze past that. At least they acknowledged that. This wasn't enough to convince me to let him be a groomsman, but I warned him, if, as a guest, he tried to do anything, I would make him regret it. Fast forward to the wedding, and surprise, surprise, Todd walked over to Lucy and proposed to her during Michelle's father-daughter dance, and did it in a way that everyone would notice. I've said it once before, and I'll say it again. Couldn't be my friend, because I would have grabbed him by the back of his head, yanked him up like a cat. You know when you pick the cats up by the whatever that neck meat thing is called? I would have gripped him hard, and you coming with me. And I would have grabbed Lucy's raggedy ass too. Continuing. Cue my revenge. Jim and I had hired a woman to pretend to be Todd's side piece. Who can... Oh my God. Pretend to be Todd's side piece, who cornered Todd and Lucy and claimed that she was pregnant with his baby. Come on! Come on! Clap it up! Clap it up! Clap it up! Oh my God. Oh my God. We love a pre-planned moment. I literally always say this. Like, if y'all know you're not going to uninvite them, if y'all know they're going to pull this mess, have a plan. Oh, I love it. I love it so bad. This is such an eat. Oh my God, this is such an eat, OP. Continue. Todd denied this, but when she called his phone, I gave her his number and messed with Todd's phone to incriminate him. It didn't look good. Oh my God, this is amazing. Oh my gosh, continue. Lucy threw the ring back at Todd and left in tears. Girl, oh wow, cry us a river. When Todd saw the smile on my face, he knew that it was me, and I didn't respond to a single call nor text from him or my parents until after my honeymoon. Come on! Come on! Mini class, mini class, mini class, mini class! Lucy has thrown Todd's stuff out and has been denying access to their kid. Oh shit, I forgot they had a baby. Todd is furious and is demanding that I clear his name. I sent him a text saying that I had no idea what he was talking about. That's what... Oh my God, no idea what he was talking about. And as well as a screenshot of the bill for the wedding, and gave a vague message demanding reimbursement for half of the wedding costs. Come on, because you definitely ruined my moment. Michelle knew this whole time what I was planning and gave me the green light after Todd ruined her moment with her dad. So I felt pretty good. But now even Abby thinks that I went too far. I don't think so. I mean, I think after a while, you can go back and tell her that it was a lie. You can go back and say that it was a lie. But it's like, bro, he warned you. He said, if you do something, you go regret it. You set yourself up, Toddy Poo. You set yourself up. That ain't nobody else's fault but yours. Why are you trying to propose at somebody else's wedding? You did that shit on purpose. You was doing that to try to be conniving. You knew. He confronted you. His friend confronted you about it. I would have just uninvited him, to be completely honest, because even though this is funny as hell, and clap it up for you, OP, okay? Clap it up, because you killed that. Even though this is a really good way to get back at somebody, your special day is still tarnished by this moment. You know what I'm saying? It's filled with drama. Even though you can sit back and look on it, it's like when you get married, you're supposed to be married like one time. That's literally what people go for. People go for it to be married for one time. It's supposed to be your soulmate, XYZ. But now that special moment that you guys will hope will be forever is tarnished by this thing. It's, to me, shout out to you for this great thing, but me, I would have just uninvited them. Because this is my moment. I didn't spend thousands of dollars, put in the man hours, blood, sweat, and tears to create this beautiful moment for me and my significant other, just for you to come in here and fuck it up. You had your suspicions and you knew that he was going to do it, so you should have just uninvited him, OP. I'm not going to lie. But this is so freaking good. I don't think that you did anything wrong. Baby, he had it coming for a long time. Oh my gosh, shout out to the actress. Shout out to my girl. I know she sold it. I know she did. Oh my God, going back behind and putting some incriminating messages inside of his phone. Genius! Oh my God, genius. Oh my God, I love it. I love it. This is gonna give me a little tingle. I'm so happy. I wish all of my other proposal at wedding stories ended like this, because this is damn good. Okay? But yeah, y'all make sure that, if you get married and you don't want nobody at your wedding, don't do it. If I ever was to get married, dude, I don't even think I have 5 people out of my relatives that I would have coming to my wedding. Literally, I could probably count on one hand. Because people who act the fool, let them act the fool. They don't get to be a part of your special moments. They don't get to be a part of your beauty. They make you feel some type of way. You got a strained relationship with them. Why do you feel obligated to invite them anywhere? No, you do not get to be a part of my special moment. You're going to go ahead and stay absent like you've always been. You're going to stay over there like I want you to. So yeah, OP, good for you though. Good for you. Hopefully this is a reality check for him, and hopefully he'll stop pulling that mess. But yes, I do think that you should tell them that it's a lie. Just so he can get his little raggedy relationship back together, child. For the child. Moving on. Am I the asshole for kicking my son out and making him live with my brother? How old is this son? Because sometimes, especially if you a single mama, them young boys when they teenagers, they be going off on their mamas and stuff. So let's just get into it. My 16 male son has been having a streak of bad behavior the past 3 years that I, 37 male, just can't handle anymore. For context, last year, he stole my credit card and spent upwards of $150 on Call of Duty without my permission. Most recently, he broke his TV in a fit rage after being grounded and took my car at night and hung out with his girlfriend. I can't take it anymore. I sent it to my older brother who is retired military. Hey, I always be saying when these young boys be getting tough and rowdy and crazy, because it's like, I'm not trying to sound like it's bogus. It's kind of like a rite of passage in a way. Like, a lot of young males, they get to that testosterone period where they really start to try to make themselves the man of the house, try to challenge you a little bit. I really think it is just nature, not necessarily them trying to be assholes. But I say when they start acting like that, especially when they're aggressive and breaking stuff and making you feel unsafe, send their ass to military school. Send their asses to military school. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to put up with that. You 16, you want to act like you big Mr. Tough Guy? You want to do everything? Go ahead. I'm going to make sure you Mr. Tough Guy. But continuing. sent to live with my brother who's retired military, in hopes that he could straighten him out. This was 2 months ago. He calls me sometimes and begs me to come home, saying that his life is hell over there. He claims that my brother works him to death and he has no freedom. I told him that he has to deal with the consequences of his actions and to deal with it. Most recently, he called my oldest son, 18 male, and begged him to come home. He asked me about it the other night and I told him not to, or he'd be in big trouble. I came home from work a couple of days ago and found both my sons in the living room. I was angry at my oldest son and scolded him and kicked them both out and sending them to live with my brother. I got a call today from my oldest, begging for forgiveness, telling me the same thing that his brother's been telling me for the past 2 months. I'm starting to feel bad because I don't want them living in total misery, and that's what they make it sound like. I don't know exactly what he's doing to them, and it's starting to concern me, but I still don't want to let them back scot-free. Am I the asshole here? I'm gonna say no, to be completely honest. I'm gonna say no. Y'all had y'all chance. And your father, this is the thing. I get it. You have a sibling. I wouldn't want to be separated from my sibling either. But if my sibling is causing so much ruckus and drama and being disrespectful, being unsafe, making my parents feel like they have to fight them at every single turn, and my father's like, okay, I'm sick of this. I don't have the strength for this. I don't want to keep dealing with this. And he sends him off to somebody who's going to deal with that attitude and get him in line. Baby, you shouldn't have overstepped. At the end of the day, you shouldn't have overstepped. I understand that's your sibling. I understand that's your relationship with them. But that child needs to be respectful. Point blank, period. There's one thing to communicate with your parents when you're unhappy or when you feel like you need to talk to them about something or anything like that, right? I'm a full advocate for letting your kids express themselves, letting them know when they're upset, having conversations about things that they want to do with their lives. I understand that. But there's a line that you just don't cross, okay? There's just a line. So if your parent says, I'm sick of this shit and I'm not dealing with it, and they send him off somewhere else to deal with somebody who's going to be able to handle his little attitude, his little episodes he be having, then fine. I do think, OP, that you should potentially give the oldest son, a second chance. Yes, he did disobey you. Yes, he did go against what you told him not to do. But at the end of the day, that is his sibling. And at the end of the day, that's a different relationship that, you as a parent would never be able to understand. Even if you have siblings of your own, that's their personal relationship. And yes, you are getting him out the house because you don't want to deal with his attitude, but at the same time, that's also affecting your older child. So your child doing that is not surprising, but you have every single right to put your foot down. I feel like with the oldest, it can be a conversation. With the 16-year-old, it seems like he's getting himself in line. It seems like he's getting himself right because that uncle not playing. Okay, ex-military, they don't play, and so I don't know. I would say to really talk to your brother and see where the youngest is at, where if he thinks that he's ready to come back, or if you think he needs a little bit more time, because kids do that all the time, where they realize the error of their ways and then they try to trick their way back into the home and then act a fool again. And then next thing you know, you're doing the same thing over again. So it's only been 2 months. He's not happy because, of course, he lost his freedom. He lost to be able to the freedom to do whatever he wanted. But the thing is that I don't want to say your freedom is a privilege, but your parents allowing you to do things outside of the rules or allowing you to have certain stuff, that's a privilege. I would like to use my family as a perfect example. My mom allowed me to do certain types of things when I was a young kid, like go to the library and XYZ, because I would tell her, Mom, I'm going to be at the library. I'll be back around 7 o'clock. And that's what I would be doing. I would be at the library and I'll be back about 7 o'clock. My older siblings will tell my mother, one thing and really be doing something completely different. They'll say, I'll be at the library until 8 o'clock. I'll be back around 8 o'clock. And next thing you know, they 40 minutes away at some random friend's house that she never heard of, coming back at 11 o'clock at night. And so your parents bestow that trust on you at first, but then the moment that you break their trust or basically let them know that they cannot allow you to do certain things, baby, that ain't nobody but your fault. You are the one who got that taken away from you. And so it's I don't want you to see this is a punishment, because it's not necessarily a punishment. You want him to be able to understand, this is my house. I'm your parent. You're going to respect me. Point blank, period. So I really think that you should just let the oldest child come back and really just have a conversation and let him know, hey, I'm really serious. I don't want him back here. I don't feel comfortable with him being here, and I want you to respect my wishes. Otherwise, you'll be back up there with him. And then I would say to give that older son a little bit more time. 2 months of military school, basically. Yeah, it might tighten him up, but at the same time, he could just be not happy because he's not getting his way over there because his uncle ain't having it. You know what I'm saying? So I would say to talk to your brother when it comes down to your youngest child and see what he thinks, see if he actually thinks that he progressed or he just whining because he's not getting what he's used to. And I would say let your oldest child come back because he probably is remorseful. He just probably missed his sibling, and that's the reason why he went and defied you, But yeah, I don't think that military school is a bad thing. I don't think that your brother is doing anything crazy to them. I think that the brother is just not having it. He probably is just military. You're gonna get up, you're gonna do your chores, you're gonna do XYZ, you're not gonna talk back to me, XYZ. He probably a very stern, strict type of parent. And of course, when you're a young kid, you want to be free. You want to do whatever the heck you want to do. And this seems like hell. But I doubt that he's probably doing anything to hurt them because obviously you trusted him enough for a reason because you knew that he was going to lay down the law. So, yeah, I would just talk to my brother and just go from there. But yeah, y'all drop your opinions down below. I don't know. There is an update, y'all, so let me just get right into it. In light of all the comments, I've decided to go and get them from my brother's house and bring them back and figure out what was going on over there. Update 2. So, I have the boys. At my brother's house, we had a talk. I found out some interesting stuff. They first apologized for misbehaving. We spoke for a minute and they got in the car. I asked my brother to tell me explicitly what happened. He told me light workouts and cleaning. Exactly what I figured. I figured it was going to be something like that. When I got in the car and asked the boys, they told me that it really wasn't that bad, but they wouldn't want to go back for an extended period of time. They told me that it was bad at first, but all in all, working out wasn't so bad once they got started. They told me that it really wasn't hell, just more than what they were used to. On the way back, we had to talk about new rules, and it all seems to be going well. I think we might at least be heading in the right direction for now. Oh, good. It was like I was saying earlier, it's probably not bad. He's probably not doing anything to them. They're just not used to not having their freedoms to do whatever hell they want. They're dealing with somebody who don't give a fuck. They're not playing no games. And yeah, working out, good. Work out some of that testosterone. Get some of that anger and energy out because you doing a little too much. So yeah, good. I figured that he wasn't doing anything crazy. I figured that he was just doing the military stuff, making them do chores and making them work out and making them stick to a certain schedule, and they're not able to just do whatever the hell they want. Point blank period. Good. It sounds like your brother done whipped them into shape. Okay? Saying they don't want to go back for an extended period of time. Of course not. Because uncle ain't playing. But yeah. Good, OP. Hopefully they do start doing well, and hopefully that they are actually whipped into shape and they actually start being good boys. Because you will go back. Amen? But yeah. Drop your opinions down below. Moving on. All right, society, that is it for this freaking video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. These stories were a little crazy, all over the place, and a little bit wild. But I hope that you guys enjoyed anyway. I love you guys very, very much. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're new. Hi! Please hit that big red button, baby, because I would love for you to join the society. Because, baby, literally, once again, how many of y'all keep returning back to my videos, but yet and still you're not subscribing? Baby, what you doing? Missing 600 freaking society members. Get it together. But yeah, and make sure to hit that bell notification so you're notified every single time that I post. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.